Hey guys, I'm Evan.
What up, Jolt? It's Brandon.
So today, Brandon and I, we have a couple of Easter facts, and we are going to be playing a little game that we call Real or
Doubt it.
So all these Easter facts, they could be true, they could be not so true, and we haven't read them, or at least I haven't.
I haven't done either. No.
Oh,
so
there you go.
We're gonna read the fact, and then we're gonna just say real or doubt it. Play along with us.
Yep.
All right, number one.
Pretzels were once associated with Easter because the twists of the pretzel were thought to resemble arms crossing in prayer.
Huh.
I'm gonna
Doubt it.
I think it's true. I think it's real.
Let's see.
It's true!
No way!
Wow, that is interesting.
How are people praying?
So number 2, the most popular Easter candy is Peeps.
Peeps are gross. Doubt it.
But I think it's true. I think that's definitely a real thing.
No way. It's
Yeah.
chocolate.
Oh, I think so.
Let's see.
Doubt it!
Damn!
Americans buy more than 700 million Peeps a year.
That's so many Peeps.
But it's still second to chocolate. You're right.
Chocolate.
Oh,
Chocolate.
okay. Yeah, whatever.
All right, Evan. 1-1. Last question. Let's see who wins. Here
All
we
right.
go. Number 3.
The White House Easter egg hunt was started by Franklin FDR. We're going to say FDR. I don't know how to pronounce that middle name. In 1940.
First Easter egg hunt 1940? Doubt it.
Well, it's just the White House. I'm going to
Doubt
say
it.
it's true. I've been going 3 for 3. I'm going to say they're all true.
What is it?
Doubt it! Dang.
1878.
What?
Dang.
Huh.
When you start asking questions about God or even about what you believe, it can feel really heavy. It can feel really overwhelming. Like, what do I believe? What do I not believe? And what about the things that maybe I've been told but don't really make sense? Like, those doubts can feel really heavy. We all have questions. It's good to question things. And right now, you might not know where to go with your questions. Who do I talk to? And to be honest, you probably don't even know what your questions are. Just kind of this feeling of sometimes these things don't always make sense, or is it even okay to have questions? And listen, I get it. I totally get it. Like, I love Jesus. I really love Jesus, but I have so many questions and so many doubts. Like, that's okay. That's good to have questions and to have doubts because that means you're thinking about it. And today we're talking about Easter. And what is Easter about? Jesus rising from the dead? Like, how does that even happen? Who does that? Is that even possible? Like, those are all good questions to have. I get it. It's Easter. And then we also kind of have to ask the question of, what does some guy raising from the dead 2,000 plus years ago have to do with my life today?
All right. Evan, I know I was ahead 2-1, but we're going to play some more Doubt It. You ready?
Okay.
I got some more questions. Here we go.
I'm excited.
All right. Americans consume 16 million jelly beans on Easter. It's a lot of
16
jelly beans.
million?
16 million.
I do that on like just a typical weekend. I'm going to say doubt it.
Doubt it. That's too specific. 16 million. I doubt it.
All right, we're both saying doubt it. I mean,
True!
oh my gosh.
Both wrong.
Wow.
We suck. All right, Evan, I got one more for you. One more. A little more serious one, okay? You guys ready for this one? All of Jesus' remaining disciples, because Judas was gone after Jesus, died. All of his remaining disciples celebrated when they heard Jesus was alive. All of them.
All of them?
All the remaining ones celebrated.
Wasn't that, what, like 12 of them?
There's 11 left, because mine is Judas.
Huh. I'm going to say doubt it.
I wrote the question, so I know the answer.
Oh.
Doubt it!
Hey guys, like you guys know me, I'm one of the leaders here at Jolt, and doubt is real. I mean, we all go through doubt. Jesus' disciples went through doubt. I've gone through doubt with my relationship with God over the last year with this like whole pandemic. It's completely normal to feel like just this overwhelming feeling of doubt.
So Easter, that's what we're celebrating today. And we're celebrating Jesus's life and what Jesus has done for us. And it starts with Jesus living a perfect life, the first person ever to live a perfect life. And then, even though he's perfect, He gets murdered. Like, not only murdered, but he gets betrayed by one of his closest friends, one of his disciples. These 12 guys that are really close. He gets betrayed, and that would totally suck. And then he gets tortured, which would really stink. And then murdered, like brutally murdered. And Jesus's followers at the time were like, what? I mean, they were confused. They had questions. They had doubts. They had fears. They felt probably a lot of the same way that we do. And most of Jesus's disciples, his closest followers, were teenagers, were middle school, high school age. So they probably felt a lot of the same way that you feel a lot of the time, where you're just kind of confused and you have doubts and it gets scary and you have fears. We don't know a whole lot about exactly why one of Jesus's closest friends betrayed him. His name was Judas, and we don't know exactly why. Like, was it because his doubts were too big? His fears were too big? Was it because he didn't trust Jesus? We don't know. We know that he betrayed Jesus. Jesus gets murdered. In the process, when Jesus is on trial, which makes no sense because he did nothing wrong, but when Jesus is on trial, one of Jesus's other closest disciples, a guy named Peter, who's probably like number one leader of this group, he denies knowing Jesus 3 times. 3 times. Like, why? Probably because he also had some doubts. He had some fears. What are they going to do to me if they find out I'm following Jesus? And what's going to happen if Jesus dies? He probably had some of these same questions and some of these same doubts. So after Jesus is killed, they put him in this tomb, big cave-like thing. And 3 days later, some women show up to put some oil and stuff on. It's just like a normal thing they did way back then. And the tomb is empty. Empty. Now you might think that they would be ready for this, but they were not. They were surprised. They were shocked. Like, how? Jesus told you like last week this was going to happen, but you didn't believe. You didn't understand yet. And it's okay to understand things right away. And they probably had some questions and had some doubts. And the point I'm trying to make here, over and over and over throughout this whole story of Jesus coming to earth, dying, bringing himself back to life, where his closest followers had questions. They had doubts. They had some trust issues. They had some understanding issues. And if they did, then it's totally okay for us to also have doubts and fears. It's important to know that Jesus was not offended by this. Jesus was not surprised by this. Jesus welcomed this. He was okay with it. He liked it. He knew that meant that those people were thinking about him. And that's all he wants. Instead of being angry, Jesus helped his friends understand what had just happened, of why he died and came back to life. And it's all for us. It was for them, it's for me, and it's for you. Because we had this problem of sin, which separates us from God. The only way to fix that problem of separation was for Jesus to come, live a perfect life, die on the cross, and bring himself back to life, to defeat the power of sin, to defeat the power of death, and make a way for us to be saved and have a relationship with Jesus, a relationship with God, so we can go to heaven someday. He helped them understand that because of his death and his resurrection, coming back to life, that nothing could separate them from the love of God. Nothing. That's why Jesus went through all of this, why he came to earth in the first place, is because of how much he loves you, because of how much he wants a relationship with you. And he knew that this was the only way for us to know and love and have a relationship with God. It's the only way for us to be saved. And nothing can separate us from that, thanks to Jesus.
Guys, doubts get a pretty bad rep. It makes us think, if we have doubts about Jesus, then, maybe we're not good enough.
Yeah, but doubts were a part of the story back then. Even Jesus' closest followers, even his mom had doubts when he came back to life. So if it was a part of their story then why is it bad for it to be a part of our story now?
Just like Jesus' disciples, we all try to make sense of what's around us. But no matter whatever doubts you have or fears or whatever, just know the good news is that Jesus' love is bigger.
That's right. The love of Jesus is bigger than our doubts.
So that's all we got for you. I hope to see you guys next week.
Later!
Bye, guys.